they're trying to hide it. They don't want you to know that this is what's taking place in your street, in your house, in your towns and cities, and in your country. Because here's what's happening. You probably didn't know this. This has not been reported by anybody else apart from people on Twitter, because there's always some guy with a camera recording everything. And that's good. The fact that people are they're utilizing their phone, their cameras on their phone to report stuff that the mainstream media with a big budget would not do. Now, a video that came out, I think yesterday or maybe a couple hours ago, of the migrants in a hotel in Britannia Hotel, Canary Wharf, were being moved. Moved where? We're going to get into that. But first, I want to show you proof. Then I want to read you an article. No, it's not really an article. It's something that my team and I, after the research, we got together. So I'm going to read it out to you. And then I'm going to show you a video of Kier Starmer telling us where these people will go. The reason why he told us, because he was under pressure and he didn't have time to script it up. He didn't have time to lie, because that girl who was asking him questions, she was pressuring him, and he happened to tell us the truth. Well, he didn't really tell us the truth. He happened to mention what he would do next, and now they are trying to do it without us knowing, and that's why the migrants are being moved from Britannia Hotel. And I want to tell you where they're going to go next. And I'm not going to tell you myself. I'm just going to play you the video of Kier Starmer. But first, here's the proof of them being moved from Britannia Hotel. Here's cut one.
Are you ugly?
Where's your children? Where's your wife?
You fucking
Chicken! You're chicken!
You bunch of mugs.
Send them back! Send them back! Yeah, every single one of them have got a phone.
Bunch of mugs.
Is it time for the boat home?
And the security are partly to protect them. Dirty mugs. Get the fuck out of here, you dirty mugs. Stinky mugs. Look at them, all of them. More dirty mugs. Boo! You dirty mugs. Look at you, you fucking nose.
Look at them.
Bunch of mugs.
Absolutely.
Are you ugly?
As you can see, that these guys are being moved. You can tell the bus came, they got in, they were hoping they could do it without anybody knowing or anybody recording. But obviously the patriots are out there, the people are out there, their phones are active, and they're utilizing the camera to report and show evidence of what Kier Starmer does not want you to see. So now so you might be asking, Barak, where do you think they're going? Are they going back home? Are they going back to France? What are they going? So let me quickly just read, this article real quick. So a coach of migrants recently dispatched from Britannia Hotel reportedly relocated to house in multiple occupancy, that's HMOs. This marks a phase in what appears to be a rolling transfer operation, with new arrival expected to be imminently in that hotel. So basically, they're going to remove these guys from that place and they're going to bring other guys. So the hotel is not fully yet yours, but soon. Keep putting pressure. So this Operation Scatter is not an official operation. The reason why people are calling it Operation Scatter is they're referring it in connection with the coordination movement of asylum seekers from hotels to more dispersed housing arrangements. The term suggests a strategic shift from centralized hotel accommodation to community-based placements, likely to reduce visibility and public backlash. So, obviously, I think that explains itself. They're putting them next to a house, next to normal house, next to normal streets and towns, so you won't know where they are, because you'll be like, oh, he's just moved here, it's fine. Oh, you just moved there, it's fine. You just came from London, you just moved there. So you won't suspect anything. But if they had them on one hotel, which is, let's say like Epping Hotel, can house 132 people, you know where they are, you'll go protest there. But if there's like a street with 500 houses, or maybe a road with 30 houses, and they have like 2 people there, and they have like another maybe 3, 4, 5 somewhere else, and all over the country. I mean, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go protest? Where? You can't go to the hotel because there's none there. So that's why it's called Operation Scatter. It makes it hard for you guys to go and protest against this. And where else would you go? And if you were to go to all these institution properties, they'll probably just tell you to get off. It's private property or blah blah blah. So it's very difficult for you. Now, Britannia Hotel was converted into a migrant house facility earlier this month, with arrival coming in early hours to obviously avoid protest. Now, obviously, they've moved those guys. Now they're gonna move more people in, and so they're just moving them around to normal houses. Now, you might be thinking, Barak, how do you know this? I mean, like, who's telling you this? I mean, you don't need to do a lot of research, because they tell you. And if you are on Twitter, you can see that there's a lot of videos that's emerging that this is what they're doing. And of course, Kier Starmer is doing his best. So you don't get to know. But sadly, there's a lot of videos. I have to praise those people who come out, who go there early morning just to record. I mean, talk about journalism, talk about wanting to tell the truth. That is the example of it. So I want to show you this video of Kier Starmer out there telling us where he's going to be housing these guys. So I just told you that they're going to HMOs. Now I'm going to show you Kier Starmer himself telling us that he's doing exactly that. So if you thought Shabana Mahmood will come in and Kier Starmer, they will do something new, no. This is just a facade, and they are just trying to tell the public the one thing, and in reality they are doing exactly what we think they're doing. But here's the video.
Well, exactly.
What other accommodation precisely are you planning to take over to provide temporary accommodation for families?
Oh, there's lots of housing in many local authorities that can be used, and we're identifying where it can be used. But I mean, look.
Can you give us? Have you got any examples you can give us?
No, but I'll write in and give you details.
Because I have to say, certainly in a number of our local authorities, I'm already picking up from around the table, there isn't a lot of spare housing available. If there were, councils would be able to be dealing with it by now.
Well, exactly.
What other accommodation precisely are you planning to take over to provide temporary accommodation?
Well, exactly. So she asked him a question like, hey, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna put them? Because if you already have a places, if there is places, councils will be already on it. They'll like sort it out. And he's like, yeah, exactly. So what are you saying then? Is there some other place that we don't know, that the council don't know? Are you going to remove some people and be like, hey, they're going to go here? Or are you building the new houses for them to go in? So, and then obviously that's the last part of it. But the first part of it was where they're going to go. And it was like, oh, there's a lot of houses. It didn't say hotels. It didn't say facilities somewhere like maybe warehouses or something. He said there's a lot of houses. Okay. How those HMOs look like? They look like a normal house. Normal house. It was just anywhere. Normal house. Usually a lot of students go there. Usually a lot of students rent it because it's cheap. You can share around with multiple people and all this sort of thing. But it's not. But that will change now because Operation Scatter is on the, it's on green. And they're arriving early morning to pick up migrants to go put them in a hotel, so you don't get to see, you don't get to know, and nobody gets to report it. And just going back to that video as well, when she asked him, where are you gonna put them? Which hotels or which houses, which spaces in the country are you gonna send them to? He tried to dodge the question by saying, "Oh, I'm gonna write to you. I'm gonna send it to you." But then she pressured him, saying, "No, actually, if there is house, the councils will be on it already. I mean, is there any place that I don't know?" And that's why we got the answer. God, yeah, it's not gonna stop anytime soon. It's not gonna stop anytime soon. Kier Starmer is gonna keep them. Like this thing is not gonna stop anytime soon. Soon, a lot of people will get evicted. Like once, because they've approached a lot of people, a lot of people who own a house, especially property gurus, all those guys. They've approached those guys, hotel owners and all these guys. They've approached all those. It's gonna get to a point where they're gonna be approaching normal guy who owns a house that is renting out, just one guy, and they're gonna be approaching. I think they probably do already. Now they're approaching people who have multiple, who can house multiple people, like 30 people at once. They're approaching hotel owners because they can do one deal, and they can house hundreds of them. When they get to the point where they don't have enough resources, they're gonna soon start approaching just random guy with one house and be like, "Hey, can we get your house? I know you got 2 houses. You only go there on holiday. But can we have it for like 6 months? That'll be 1 million for you." I would not be surprised, because they're running out options, and because they want to keep this thing. I don't know why, but they want to keep it going. They want to keep them coming. They want to keep rewarding them with houses and all these places. They're gonna soon get desperate, and they're gonna do the unthinkable, and that's when everything will just, the country will be on fire. I hope not. I really hope not. But yeah, I'm not surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, patriots, truth seekers, digital warriors. As you already know, this is not just a regular broadcast. This is the Operation Airways Liberation. And of course, it's on the surge. The algorithm are trying to top us. The shadow banning our content and the gatekeeper of this narrative are doing every single thing they can to take us down. But guess what? We are still here, and we are not going anywhere. I'm only 23 years old. I'm just getting started. And if you stand with us, this is your moment to strike back. Every pound that you've donated is a bullet in the chamber of truth. And every patron that you've pledged is a shield against this censorship. And every supporter, every subscriber is a soldier in this war of this information. And of course, we are building a channel that exposes and shakes the institution. We are rallying community to refuse to be gaslit. We are exposing predators. We are exposing cover-up. We are exposing the corruption. And they hate us for that. Of course, we're not funded by billionaires. We're being funded by you since the beginning. And if you want this voice to stay on air, if you want this resistance to grow louder, stronger, and unstoppable, this is your time to act. Don't wait until I'm gone. Don't wait until the live stream gets cut mid-sentence. Click the link in the description. Become the resistant. Become a sustaining member of the Baraka Show. Fund the war. Fund this enigma machine that we're building, that will counter narrative, destroy the bias, and expose the real nuggets to you live and direct. Because if we fall, they win. And I promised you I won't let that happen. But trust me guys, they're getting very, very close. They are getting so close. And of course, this is not charity. This is a warfare for information. This is survival. This is victory. And I need you to fund this war. Join the resistance, fuel the fight, and keep us on air. Click the first link in the description. Thank you so much.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.